welcome to this week's edition of HGA's Tuesday Tips. I'm Julie.
I'm Wendy.
I'm Shonda.
And we are with Amber Wykstra again with Ovation Homes out to Harvest Fields in West Point. Thanks for joining us again, Amber.
You bet.
Thanks for coming in.
Yeah.
So can you give us an idea of what your standard features include in the base price and what upgrades are available?
Yeah, so with us as a construction company, we have two different product lines. We have our Ovation product and then we have our Aspire product.
Okay.
With our Ovation product, it's geared more towards active adults. And so the finishes that you're going to find in that particular home are probably a bit more traditional in nature. When we even have hardwood selections, for example, as an upgrade on an Ovation home. We have it for Aspire as well, but I know very few families who are putting in hardwood anymore, right? But you'll find that with Ovation, we do have a few more of those. Having said that, for us, no matter which brand you go, there's a few things that do stay consistent with both. And one of those, of course, is the countertops that we provide. We always stick with a solid surface. So in this particular application that we have here in front of us, this is actually a quartz. And I want to say it's a 3cm. It looks like a 3cm quartz, which is what you would want to do in a kitchen. Some builders will offer a 2cm quartz in the kitchen because it's less expensive. But the problem with the 2cm quartz is that if you ever sat on that counter, if you put the kids down too heavy, your whole counter will just pop right, because a 2cm is just not okay. Whereas
3cm it is.
Yeah, 3cm it is. But that can be a bit of an upgrade, right, in a kitchen. And so, in fact, a 3cm quartz in this kitchen, this would be an upgrade. However, a 3cm granite would be included. You know, so you'd have a full range of granite options to stay solid surface. And then, you know, you can do a 2cm quartz in bathrooms and those types of things a little bit easier than you can in a kitchen. But, you know, that's one example. LVP is something that has become extremely popular. And we still have stayed pretty traditional in the fact that we won't put an LVP in a bathroom. Not because the product's not great. It's just that, you know, the way LVP can go bad is if water gets underneath it. And we feel like if there's any place that water will get underneath LVP, it's going to be in the bathroom.
Right.
So so we've stayed very traditional in
There's no
that.
carpet in your bathroom?
No, we don't do
Sorry
carpet.
that we're out. We're done. Conversation over.
You guys are old.
A nice shag. Yeah, we have a nice green, avocado green shag.
Great. That's my appliances.
Yeah, bring it back. But no, so I think that's actually really been fun though, because then we'll have clients come in that maybe they don't have a very big upgrade budget, but to do a little black and white penny tile in a small space like a bathroom can really add a lot of pow to that bathroom, right? And so we really have fun with our clients when it comes to that type of thing. With us, the lighting, if it's on the plan, as far as the lighting plan goes, then it's included, so normally we do put a fan in the great room and we put a ceiling fan in the master bedroom, you know, so there's different things like that are included that way. And then always with Ovation, you know, you have your landscaping and fencing included with them as well.
That's awesome.
That is awesome. So I just want to clarify. There are a lot of builders out there that once you go in, what you see is what you get, and you really don't get to choose all of that. Are your homes like that, or is everything custom?
We use the term personalization, and the reason for that is because when I think of a custom home, and there are amazing builders in our market that build gorgeous custom homes. When you're talking about a custom home, in my opinion, you're talking about sourcing materials that maybe aren't readily available to the mainstream buyer, okay? And so we choose the term personalization. Having said that, we do stock our design center with all of the latest trends in carpet color, in cabinet color, in LVP colors, in tiles. You know, our reps from the tile company are constantly coming in, you know, lighting, plumbing fixtures, all those types of things to keep your home current. We try to provide variety. I know that we're getting out of the grayish era, which makes me so very happy. But you know, we try to have, you know, the elements of whites and the elements of browns, the elements of grays, There really are 50 Shades of Grey, by the way. There's Shades of Grey. You know, so we really do try to create that opportunity for our clients without having to go into a true custom situation.
You have options and they can choose, so it's not just this is what you get.
Right. And some builders will put like 4 or 5 packages together, and you can have package A, B, C, or D. You know, which again, most of the time when they do it, they're doing to manage costs in some form.
Absolutely.
We've tried to keep it a much more open approach. When you come and you purchase with us, you have the opportunity to meet one-on-one with a designer that will help guide you through that process. And we've had that's, I think, one of the most fun times to have if people are open to it. Sometimes people really don't like that.
Some of us don't want that many
Yeah,
decisions.
you don't want that many choices.
I want them all.
Yeah.
I would be there all day.
Yeah. And in that case, sometimes too, because walking into a design center can be extremely overwhelming to know, because you're trying to create a space that really truly is timeless. You know, it's going to be relevant now, and it's going to be relevant 10 years from now. And so if you're that type of person who just doesn't quite know,
I mean, 3 options were good.
we'll have you come and visit us maybe once or twice before we actually do your design appointment, so that we can get to know you a little bit better and make sure that we've got selections for you.
That's fun.
What I was also going to say is that the other, I think, differentiation between a custom builder and a non is the fact that with a custom build, you usually are designing your own plans, you're deciding where you want walls and those types of things. We don't do that. We have our base plans that we use. However, over the years, we have accumulated what I like to just call the top 10 list, everybody's favorites, okay? And so, you know, if you wanted to put in, for example, in our Ovation Homes, we have a really awesome butler's pantry option that is just fantastic.
I want to.
Yeah. And so we've already got that put in, and it already just fits right into our plan. So we don't have to have, you know, the additional expenses of re-engineering and all of those other things that a lot of times when people build, they don't quite understand how all those changes can create cost after cost after cost. So we've tried to really fine tune and create a process that meets the needs of our clients, makes them feel unique, but also helps them meet their budget.
That's
Wonderful.
Yeah.
So the next question I have for you is from the moment you first dig to your C of O, what is that timeline, and what are the potential delays that you're seeing?
Really great question. So right now we are back from dig to completion at right around 4 months.
Oh, wow.
Or so, yeah.
That's great.
From contract to dig, it's around 5, maybe 5.5, just depending upon design and those types of things. But from dig to finish, that's where we're at. We still have a few supply chain issues that every now and then will creep up. And a lot of times that goes to that personalization piece, because we do have some very unique tile that is in our design center that people can have the opportunity to choose. But sometimes that tile is sourced in Europe, it's sourced other places. And so there can be delays, you know, that we have to choose. What we don't want to do is hold the progress of a home up because of a design selection. So if it gets to that point, we usually have our clients come in and reselect. But, you know, I think in Utah, this time of year anyway, it's a great time to build because of our weather. It can get a little crazy going into winter, but I will tell you, just as a note, the worst time to build, in my opinion, as far as digging your hole, is probably more February, March, even April, because we are just one big mud pit. And so I would rather dig a hole in the middle of winter when everything's frozen
I'm with you
than
on
I
that.
would in the mud, you know. So I think that it is a great time to, if you're thinking of building and thinking maybe it's a 2025 type of a thing, it'd be great to start the conversations now and figuring all of that out so that you can make sure you time it appropriately.
That's great. So, Amber, thank you so much for your time again.
Yeah,
Thank you. We'll see you again on HGA's Tuesday Tips. Have a good one.
See ya.